Okay, good morning. Good morning. Let's go through some analysis this morning. It looks like we already have a move in the market before. So kindly, we're just going to wait for the next move. If you've not entered the market yet, send me hi if you can hear my voice. Say yes if you can hear my voice loud and clear. That would be great. And then also, if your screen is sort of blur, just go onto your screen below where you have your buttons or your go to click on settings and then go to qualities, and then quality you select 480p or you select 720p, because I'm using 1080p with this high resolution. So the internet is pulling a lot of internet bandwidth. So you could just select a little bit up so that you get a quality, get it clear. Kindly type yes if you can hear my voice. Nobody is responding. Okay, I can hear voice very clear. Thank you. All right, so we missed a bigger move somewhere around 8:30. Wasn't in my seat. I was then on my way to the office, so I can. We have to look at what next trade opportunities that we have for the day. So for the day, we have to. So we are looking at two currencies. One gold and then or two assets, one gold, one currency, and so we'll look at what is our projection for pound yen. So we'll look at what is our projection for pound yen for pound yen for the day. All right, sorry. So looking at a bit of a rally of pound yen to the upside. So my bias for today for pound yen is uptrend. I don't think the uptrend have actually exhausted its move yet. It's going to pick up. So I'm not looking for a sell in this momentum for today. There's a couple of places I want pound yen to get to this level, and then also retrace a bit, and then also there's another level that I'm looking at somewhere here, but then I'll mark it based on what I can see back recently. So I'm looking at a bit of, so here there will be sort of like a pullback, and that pullback, the condition that we are looking for the pullback is to actually stop somewhere here and then have a continuation, or we might have a flag. If we have a flag or any of those kind of chart pattern, yeah, it means that it's going to flag down a little bit, and we'll have a continuation to that. Also, if it happens to go below this area and then we are somewhere here, it's not a guarantee that it will run straight to down, but we are not a market, because what we want to look at is what have we got down to do. Question that you need to yourself: what have we gone down to do? Okay, if the market is in this position, this is what I'm going to do. If in this position, that's what I'm going to do. And that's exactly what I'm trying to communicate here, that we have to time. The market have already moved, and we've seen that there's a momentum in the market, so we are expecting a bit of a retrace so that the momentum can continue. So I've explained what we're looking for. So should you probably hop on and hop out, and the stream is not live, you can't say you don't really know what you're doing, unless maybe you want to ask questions regarding some other things. So what are we looking out for? We are going to look out for a buy, not necessarily now, because as I said, so we have to wait. So let's move this one here. Okay, now as I said, because I'm not looking for a sell, I'm not going to put an arrow down saying it's a sell to where, because I have my doubts if this will have a strong sell for the day. I have my doubts if you have a strong sell for the day. And we realized what happened yesterday. Right, when I hope everybody can hear me. A lot of people just sent they can't hear me, but so currently I'm looking at pound yen. Yes, I can hear you loud. Yes, I can hear you clear. Okay, all right. So so as I said, we are looking at two asset classes. We are looking at pound, yen. So, and what I'm looking at currently is the pound I've been talking about currently. If you have a bit of blurriness, as I said, maybe you're normally streaming automatically, live streaming automatically picks the lower band resolution. So just go to your screen where you have your play pause. On your right, where you can have full screen, and then there's a button there called settings. Click on the setting and then go to quality, and select from 480p 720p and above. For you to get quality, I'm streaming 1080, and 1080, that is how it's going to be, because your system cannot stream the whole 1080. It's going to pick the better resolution, depending on your internet also. So I did that so that you don't use a lot of internet bandwidth for the streaming, so you can set this for yourself. All right. Okay, thank you, Samuel Kruma, if you can hear me. Thank you. Right, so currently, as I said, it's not something. So please, when you are waiting for this trade before you enter for a buy, we're looking for a bit of a retracement, then we're looking for a continuation. But as time goes on, let's see how 10 o'clock, how this candle ends at 10 o'clock, and then we'll see if we'll have a retracement. Then I'll mark the area of entry point, then we just leave it there. Yesterday was a beautiful trade yesterday. Those who actually took the trade, bravo to you, bravo to you. It was a long waiting anyway, but then we got the TP smash depending on where you put your TP. But yesterday we had a TP somewhere here, this region. It got almost to the TP. So and as I said, I moved to how do you call it, break even. Then after I started using the trailing stop to man the trade, realizing that the energy is good. But then yeah, it came almost close that before leaving, and then also it went back to the region during somewhere around in the evening, thereabout. I was able to capture a move this way, thinking, but then there was a break-even trade, there was a trailing stop, so that didn't bother me at all. Now, so that this morning we had this spike, unnecessary spike in the market. If you look at it, it was just a massive move to the upside. So we have this massive move to the upside, and then rip down, and then it's now correcting this whole move. Now we having on the 15-minute time frame, we're having a pullback to that section. So we're going to have a pullback to the section, then we're going to have a continuation to the upside, and then we'll probably be looking for a trade to the upside. I don't think we have any pound news today. Check your various trading platform for setups of today, what fundamental setup we have. But on mine, I don't have any pound news today. I also don't have, there's a dollar news somewhere around 2. Right, so let's keep that in mind. So that is for, so all this move currently, not really bothered, not really, so don't be so much in a hurry to jump into the market around this area in there. Now, so far, if you are watching live and you have not subscribed, kindly subscribe. It's very important. Before you leave, kindly like. We have 9 people, almost 11-12 people, and we only have 6 likes. So it looks like someone is on the stream and doesn't like what we're doing. Fair enough. But then if you want us to move forward, just click on the like button, subscribe. That will do us great gain. And thanks so much for being here. If you have any question, kindly put it in the comment section. I'll be able to read it, and if there's something that I need to talk about, I will talk about it. Definitely, I will talk about it. Right, if you're joining us, just click on the subscribe button. If you've already subscribed, just click on the like button. Thank you. The likes are going up. Yep. Really appreciate that. Really appreciate that. So sometimes when you come and there's nobody, just come and like and go. Just come and like and go. That's your contribution. Just come, like and go. If you have any question, drop it. Yeah. So that's what we're looking for. So we're anticipating for a buy to the upside down. We're waiting for a pullback. We're waiting for a signal. And then so if so the question here is that you want to know, what about if I'm already in the trade? What should I do? Should I exit? That. So define your stop, define when you entered, and then understand that we're going to have a little pullback, then we're going to have a continuation. If you are in a sell, bad for you anyway. Not at this time for you to place a sell trade. I don't think so. Sell trade at this time? No. All right, let's move to since I'm not getting any question on pound yen, I will move to gold. Yeah, we move to gold. Okay, so we had that rally of gold also. Rally of gold. So the Asian session of gold have been pretty busy and pretty busy, and then we also have the London Open also pretty busy correcting that. So what exactly are we looking at in that perspective? Are we looking at the next zone? We already have, if we look at it, we already have a pullback on the 5 minutes. Was that defined pullback? So we have to look at if we can define that pullback as All right, so someone said they have a sell on pound dollar. Oh, I just have to go and look at it. I don't have pound dollar on my chart, but I'll look at pound dollar somewhere else and maybe give you a feedback on that pound dollar, pound dollar, pound dollar. Sell on pound dollar. Boss, you are on your own. Oh, you are on your own. I can guarantee you. From what I'm looking at currently, yeah, I think that if you entered not too long on, for example, if you entered, let me look at it. If you entered on the 1 hour candlestick, maybe some 5 minutes ago, or maybe 10 minutes ago, yeah, that's okay, because you enjoy the pullback. Yeah. But then if you enter previously, if you enter somewhere around 1.23775, with the intention that it will never break that range, you are in trouble. You are in trouble. I'm pretty much looking at your pullback to be somewhere around 1.23382. So yeah, you can hold on. You can hold on tight, and that will help. Okay, so I was in GJPY, opt out early because there wasn't any recent guide on the left. Yeah, I think so. There wasn't much recent guide on the left. Okay, that's a good entry. Yeah, it was a good trade. I missed it though because I was on the road trying to get to the office. Okay, I have sell on. Okay, I've answered that to say virtually. As I said, with the pound dollar, with what I'm seeing, it's I don't know when you took it. Is it recently or you took it before? And I mentioned where if you took it from, you will be in a mess. And if you're taking it not too long, then I've also mentioned where you should actually hold a sell to. Okay, hold a sell to 1.32882 thereabouts. You should be fine. Hold a sell, and then make sure you have a tight stop. Though we don't have any pound news, yeah, just make sure you don't lose money on that. So the pound yen is currently ranging in 5 minutes. Do we need to wait for a retrace on the previous daily high and plan a trade? Okay, so pound yen. So we have to go back to pound yen. Yeah, it's going to range. It's definitely not going to range too much on the 5 minute because looking at momentum build up, or so kindly for 5 minutes now, yeah, you probably will have something like this. Okay, yeah, so if anything, can it wait? Yeah, kindly wait. Let's get a proper pullback to this region area and then have a momentum, then we can decide exactly. So yeah, the answer is wait. The answer is wait. Someone asked, can we not define this as a pullback? And then we define this as continuation. Okay, so I can only determine that. Let's quickly I look at a 15 minutes. Okay, so not really. I will still have to wait for a proper momentum to kick in for me to decide that, because I don't want to jump in and then it gives me a little pip. Then what I'm looking at is to quickly jump out, or maybe close a trade and market goes in my direction. Momentum I've just run in. Yeah, so I will probably wait for a while. I think maybe we'll have some range. Let's look at 10 and 10.15 to be able to decide whether we going to jump in, or we're still going to have consolidation before momentum. Okay, right. So patience is the game. Wait. Patience is the game. Patience. Let's build that. Let's build that. So where exactly are we looking for pound yen, as to if pound yen start getting momentum? So if pound yen start getting momentum, where exactly we are looking at 174.50, 174.50 thereabout, or 174.4. 75 thereabout, 74 thereabout. So what exactly are we doing now? What are we doing now? Are we trading or waiting? Are we trading or are we waiting? So it's 2 minutes to the close of 10. 2 minutes to the close of 10, and 2 minutes to the close of this candle. So let's see how the 10 o'clock candle, the next candle opens, and then if it opens and it wicks down and it gets to half of the previous week or even lower than the previous week, that should give us a sign that we should now be getting ready for a buy on pound, yeah. But I still have a feeling of a bit of consolidation at where it is. So please have patience, and look at the chart really well, really well. $80 pip for the grab if it goes our way. So 41st. Okay. All right, so now that at least let's do gold. Let's do gold. Oh, good. Right, gold is flying. Gold is flying. Gold is flying. All right, so as I said earlier on, we have gold. We have gold flying. Gold was busy during the Asian session, and then that's so sort of like momentum built early than that. So what exactly are we looking at for gold? What exactly are we looking at for gold? So we want to look at where gold have been before. Is it going to be an uptrend for gold? So we're sort of like looking for an uptrend for gold, but currently gold is near zone, so we definitely going to relax for gold on that zone, sort of like get a pullback. Once we get a pullback, we should have the New York section giving us momentum to the upside. Okay, so patience is the game. Patience, keep calm, be patient. Let trade come your way. Let trade come your way. Be patient. I think that if we do this for a while, some people are going to have tremendous skills. Tremendous skills. Tremendous skills. Ability to wait. Okay, so gold is bridging a high. That gives us a very good all right then. So now gold is somewhere on zones. We're going to wait for momentum. Are we looking for gold for an uptrend for today? That's the question that we need to be asking if we're looking for gold for an uptrend. I don't think so. And also just by the move within the Asian section, the move within the London section, I think probably New York might keep it a bit calm back to another zone that we already have. So there's a couple of zones that we already have. So so much not in a hurry for gold, as in either buy or sell currently. So one of the things that you should realize is that markets have its legs, it moves, and we've talked about those ones where, you know, markets will have the contraction stage, the accumulation stage, and the distribution stage, and then that. Now we have a bit of an expansion during Asian session, a bit of a distribution during London section. So pretty much we just have to be on a bit of a standby and see the reaction of gold. Now, because we just going to limit ourselves for now. Last week it was only purely gold that we traded, and then I think that we had 3 trades, right? No loss. We have 3 trades, no loss. This week we are doing gold and yen. So far, yesterday we had almost, I had almost, it's supposed to be 50 something pips. I closed at 42 pips in favor. So you saw my entry, and we went into consolidation, then also went into profit. Yesterday, because there was a holiday, yesterday's trade was on yen, not gold. Sorry, it was on pound yen, not gold. Because it was a holiday on almost all the major currencies. Charlie did not see any reason to place a trade on gold. So there was no trade for me yesterday on gold. I wish I had just looked at the chart without taking into consideration the fundamental information that I already have. But the information that I already have from Forex Factory saying that it's a holiday, that alone just said, listen, stay away from gold, and then also just concentrate on this. That should be fine. So yes, so that's what we're looking at currently. So question is, will market rally? Should we have a downtrend all the way here? Yeah, it's possible that we can have a downtrend all the way here. It's possible. That's just that. Okay, so we have a strong area here, which is what I'm looking at. So we have strong areas here, zones here, 1 2 3 4 5. So there's a massive move for today, really massive move for today, to the upside, almost 200 and something pips missed. Yeah, it started early, because if you reverse 4 hours from now, I think that, how many hours from that? 1 2 3 4 5 hours from now, that was somewhere around 5 a.m. That move took place. So we have 1 2 3 4 5, you know, that's 5 hours that move started picking. So what I was expecting earlier on for market to actually stop around here, and stop around here, because there are zones over here. So market did not stop, and then once market did not stop, I see no reason why I have to enter the trade today, because definitely we'll get to that zone anywhere, but I don't want to be trapped in between that. I don't want to be trapped in between that. So you have to get to a point where you either take the trade or you don't take the trade at all, or you take the trade or you don't. And as I said, yeah, we can have gold moving up. Yes, we can have, not that we cannot. Please, I am not the market, but what I'm saying is what I'm looking at. We can have market still going up. We can have market falling in a channel. Okay, what I'm looking at, yeah, we can have. I would prefer market, you know, falling down to its original zone, and then picking back to the upside. Yeah, then I can probably, for example, if market comes somewhere around here, let me go on to the 4-hour time frame and look at something. So currently this is where market is on the 4-hour time frame. So this where market is on the 4-hour time frame, which is also on a zone, which I've already explained that. Okay, so probably we're looking out for a collapse or retrace of the market to somewhere this region and picking up. Then I can now have confidence that it's going to go that up that, and also and I'll look forward to the number of pips that I can get out of that. So, but then if I quickly come to the lower time frame here, yeah, it looks so beautiful. It looks like you already have almost 4 candlestick uptrend for 1 hour, and is this something I'm looking forward to enter as a buy now? It's a big no. It's a big no. It's a big no. Not looking for a buy at all. At all. Right. So, any question? Kindly type it in the comment section. I will look at it, and I will answer that as soon as. Market flying early gold. Trust me, that was too early. Someone should tell gold that was too early, man. We've not woken up yet. We've not looked. Next time you should wait for us. I was too early. And sometimes you come in and meet them, already gone, and you're like, should I jump in? Should I not jump in? Yeah, it is gold, man. Know that it is gold. Gold, you just have to give the respect to gold. It is gold. So you don't. It is gold. You have to just take it easy with gold. It wouldn't be bad if gold flies to the next region. Would not be bad. Because it's still building a bit of significance. 10, 12, 10, 13, 10, 15. Let's wait. So sometimes I look at use those time frames as to actually work on the candlestick behavior. So those of you having the background of price action background, you should understand that when you start looking at it from the hourly perspective, 30-minute perspective, 15-minute perspective, you get to understand the candlestick behavior as to the strength in the candlestick, the strength in the momentum, the weakness in that. Then you can sum all up and then take a decision in that. So if I'm going to have sum all up when I'm looking at gold, I feel like gold have been running for some time now. So it should take a rest a little bit. So give some 1 red or 2 reds, and then after that we can look at it flying. What we don't want to do is to jump on gold, and then once we want it to run, it's taking a rest, and whilst it's taking a rest, that is going to give us headache. That's really going to give us headache. Right, so I'm just looking at my script right now. My script says I should start talking about like the stream. So if you are watching and you are here for the first time, or you are here now, just click on the like button. That will do so well, and then also, if you've not subscribed, subscribe and hit the notification button. That will notify you when we are live on air at any time. And then when you get used to with us coming live on air or being live on YouTube, what is going to happen is that once I come on, so for example, I can come on in the morning, we'll do the analysis, and maybe 2 hours time will go off. and maybe by let's say another 2 hours time there's a strong move that I've observed, I'll just quickly come online, and then that notification that you will just beep on you to tell you that I'm back online. Then you join, then we all jump into the trade. We just smash the trade, and then we just go off, have lunch, come back again, and then if you happen to be on. So the notification is just to alert you that whenever I'm live, definitely there is going to be a live trading. I know we are all looking at, you know, jumping into the market altogether. And also know that I know some of you are busy at work, so you know the notification will be the best, you know, the best way to, you know, get to, you know, draw your attention that I'm live, and then you come just listen to, so you come and then you see the setup. Okay, it's a buy from here, so this is, you just place your trade, and then you can just go off. The trade is working for you. You earn money alongside whilst you're working. All right, so a question I said, how do I understand how to read the chart, Mr. Lennis? Please, my name is Lennis. Thank you. Don't bother adding the Mr. to it. So I don't know your level of experience in trading, your level as a beginner, or maybe you're just trading. But then whilst you're following the stream each and every day, I'll be taking how we read the chart. So basically, you're just going to mimic me by understanding each and every day how we read the chart before taking a trade. And I believe that when you spend much time, you're going to now acquire those skills, acquire the practical experience also, and acquire the knowledge. Wisdom, just take it easy, one at a time. We're just going to do that as we go along. As long as you're here for a while, you're definitely going to learn how to read your chart. Definitely going to learn how to read your chart. That's a guarantee. All right, so we sort of have a pullback. If we can look at pound yen, so it's a momentum candle. I'm just looking at that because we have a week here. Is that a momentum candle? Are we looking for a buy now? Okay, what are we looking for a buy now? I think, are we looking for a buy now? We're looking for a buy now. So we have 1020. Are we looking for a buy now? We're looking for a buy now. Let me get ready. Are we looking for a buy now? This way you'll be biting your finger not to know whether to just say it's a buy or you have to, because all the factors are not so clear for me now. So just going to wait. Yeah, I'm going to wait. So we have 1020. Just chilling, waiting. Well, I have to look at the behavior of that particular candle on the 15-minute chart to now decide whether So what exactly are we looking at? Should we start looking for a buy here? So we are looking at, if we're looking at a buy somewhere region here, we're looking at 15 pips as our, you know, our stop loss. 15 pips as our stop loss, and then okay, so everything is showing is a buy. Everything is showing is a buy, but just left with one thing that I'm looking at. One. So look at that. So 100 and something, 80 something place. So we're going to fly just a minute. So $10.25, $10.30, we should be in the market for a buy. So let's hold on the bus. Let's hold on the bus. Okay, so that's a buy. 1 minute more. So going to have the 5 minutes going to have a pullback. So we can wait for the 2025. We're going to have a pullback. So and then we have a fly. So in a pullback should be a very good point for us to jump into the market. All right, so this is how the 30-minute candlestick is looking like. This is how the 30-minute candlestick is looking like. So we're just waiting for 2 minutes to see how that closes. What we don't want to have on this 30-minute is we don't want to have something like this, okay, where we have another 30 minutes trading, then we'll be in red for 30 minutes, then another 30 minutes, then we have the markets moving on. So it's great. You know, this should have been red. This should have been red so that we can have that. But hey, listen, we are not the market, but we are just waiting for the right entry in there. So let's keep our cool. Mostly, if I pick a particular directional bias, that's me. But what I don't want is that I don't want to have a drawdown that is going to take me for, let's see, another, for example, if it's 30 minutes, another drawdown for another 30 minutes, then the correction comes and then we start moving forward. You know, I get, you know, a bit, so I look out for all those things. This 30 minutes really have got a tricky momentum in there, very tricky momentum in there, very tricky momentum. All right, quickly, let's just leave. It looks like my concentration is so much on that. Whoa, so that was what I was looking at for when it comes to the gold. So realize that zone have been rejected, so we have pull away from that zone as well. We have a pull away from that zone. Yeah, as I said with gold, I'm not really looking for a strong momentum to the upside, but then it can happen. It can happen. So let's see how this gold. It can happen that we can have. So let's see how 15-30 minutes of this ends up. If it ends up this having, you know, a double 15 minutes red, and then there's a momentum, then we can expect that the momentum build up will go to the upside. Yeah, so yeah, don't base on this move to say, okay, this move, Lennis is going up, the thing is going up, and you place a buy here. You will really see the smoothness level of the market. I'm expecting a momentum in the pound yen, so I'm back to pound yen. It looks like today my craving is for pound yen. I'm expecting a big move in pound yen. Expecting a big move on pound yen. Yeah, so had I caught it from this direction, that would be that good, because then this pullback, this 9 pips, isn't it? This pullback would have been okay for me to wait for probably 15 pips drawdown and then that. But now I'm going to wait for the drawdown, so I want this candle to turn into red. So if I'm on the 15-minute time frame, also I'll probably wait for this to turn into red, pull back a little bit, close in red, give me a momentum, then I can see a clear sign of jumping to the upside. Or maybe better still, also I can still wait to see market close somewhere up to somewhere here, in red, and then pull back and for me to jump in. So I won't jump into that as a buy. So all those who have actually taken the patience to wait and not jump into the buy, you realize that you've seen what is going on. So mostly trading is patience, knowing what have happened before, taking advantage of that. Now if we get a momentum that sort of like come back, we can now have our how do you call it, our buy there, and then that gives us a very good entry. So please don't ask me, I've not said what the market is expected to do. I've not given a clear direction of the market. So there's no buy now, this is buy here. Okay, so okay, right, so what am I looking for? Okay, all right, at least we've set our region. So what are we looking at? As I said, we are looking at take profit around TP around 17450. That's TP1 around 17450. If we can hold on beyond that also, that would be great. And if we're okay with that, I think that that should be wonderful. Should be wonderful. So looking at TP 17451 thereabout. And then those of you that want to ask, okay, what about TP2? And then please don't ask if it's TP2. How do we set TP1, TP2? No, it can be the same trade. What you do is that you scale out. Okay, you scale out. So it doesn't matter. You can scale out in that region. So TP2 174 70 78. What are we likely to see over here? Maybe a pullback. Still going to have a pullback. So much not in a hurry for. That's what I'm saying with gold. No, I'm not so much in a hurry for gold. Also, not so much in a hurry for gold sell. Not so much in a hurry for gold sell. 38 pips. Yeah. Okay, so what are we looking at currently as we look at charts? For gold, we've not really had any decision on gold, but we had a decision on pound yen. We after the open of days, we had an entry point at here expecting market to continue, but this was what I was talking about. If you go to the 30-minute, this was what I was talking about, that if your entry is not right, we looked at the moment and I said if your entry is not right, you're going to have a pullback which is going to last for 30 minutes, and this pullback lasted for 30 minutes, and then that was also 15 pips. My stop loss was around 20 pips thereabouts, and this particular candle on the 30-minute is making me very uncomfortable, so I'm just going to scale out, and then that is making me very uncomfortable. So I'm going to still maintain the trade. I'm going to close half of my trade and maintain half, because it's still having momentum to the downside. Yeah, and I think that if it bridges this level, I'm just going to exit my trade and then call it that trade. But my original direction is still biased for an uptrend, so I'm not looking to exit and place a sell. That's not what I'm looking to do. So I'm not going to exit and place a sell because it's going down. No, I still maintain the buy, just that currently where I've gotten, I've also have my trade, so I just have a fraction of my trade going on, but I still maintain the upward direction. All right, so Eric is asking, hello, any updates? So Eric, are you asking updates on your, how to call it, on your sell on pound dollar? I think that if you're still on a sell on pound dollar, yeah, but if you tell me the area, the figure at which, the price at which you entered, then I'll be able to give you a very clear cut what I'm looking at. Rally, pull back. Okay, so well, one of the things that we have to take note when it comes to we looking at the chart is that you could see that on the 30 minutes, we've used 10 minutes out of the 30 minutes to have this strong momentum push to the downside. So the question here is, how would the remaining 20 minutes be? So we're looking at the remaining 15, 15, that's 20 minutes to give us a strong pushback. If it happens that the same 5 minutes start giving us a strong bearish, breaking through this area and getting somewhere here, that should now tell us that our first 30 minutes ended bearish, our second 30 minutes ended bearish. So the momentum is changing, or the momentum have actually changed to a bearish trend. Now remember that if you look at the market, there was not any updates. There was no on our left. We don't really have a high on our left. Okay, so if you look at our high for days now, we don't really have any reference point on the left. So the reference point we have on the left is far from there. So that's what we have here, and then we have there. Okay, so we have 180.30 and then 175.12. those are the areas that we have, and when we are currently here. So what we want to look out for is a bullish momentum to those areas. So it's just fair that markets, because market seems not to have any level that it can refer to in the past, and then also momentum is not helping. Let's see how that goes. So momentum is building. We are now almost getting to 11:15, so 3 minutes more for the 15-minute candle to close. If it happened that the 15-minute candle close back into this range, and then another 15-minute candle pulls up, then we are guaranteed that we're going to have our continuation to the upside. Then now we can scale in, because I've scaled out part of my trade, because if I've not scaled out, what will happen is that I will have to be taking 30 pips loss. I took an early 15-minute so the first 15 minutes 50 pips 15 pip loss first. So I'm not so comfortable with this within the next 2 minutes. Let's see that ends within the next 2 minutes before we can then. All right, so Eric, you have exited that. I think that should be the right thing. But the figure that you put over here, which is the 1.23070, and you've placed a sell. Is it your entry point, or that's your, because that is way low, where 1.3, or maybe you look at it, if you've typed the wrong thing, type the right thing in there. Because what I'm looking at currently, as in pound dollar, and if that is your entry point for a sell, the decision for you to exit should have come way long time, way long time. You have overstayed in your losses for so long. The key is to take smaller losses and not to take frequent trades, not to take a lot of trades at the same time. So I look at your figure and let me have what you have, and then I'll be able to give a very clear. So 1.207. Right, so yeah, so currently that range that we are looking at, that range should be somewhere, or is it somewhere, when did you place that trade for sell? Eric, just put a comment in there. Was it yesterday? Was it 3 days ago? 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so currently it's now half past noonday. So what are we looking at when we look on the charts? So we've already taken 20 pip loss on our first trade. We are not looking for a buy on gold, so we never entered this buy on the gold. So that system, that market is out of our domain. Currently, this is what we are having. So and I did explain the reason why we did not take our entry on gold. Gold had a rally in the Asian session and had a rally earlier on in the London session. When we actually started stream, gold was somewhere here, and we feel like this range, so gold entered into a range, and then we weren't sure its continuity to the upside, so we never looked at placing a buy. So I don't have any trade set up for gold or anything I'm looking up on gold. Then our pound yen, upon careful look at it, pound yen have been on, if you look at the daily daily chart, realize that it has been the highest for the past 9 to 10 months. That's the highest it has been. So there's another level up if you look at the weekly, but then since it had a pullback, or a full 1 hour pullback, the whole 1 hour pullback, and then it tapped into the region of this support area, and then it's rallying up. It will be best we see momentum rallying to the upside before we decide that we're going to buy. If we don't get a momentum, we'll call it off a day. So we can accept that we just made one loss for the day, and then also maybe stay away from the trade. Now, what are we looking at, and what is a discipline that we want to look at? With the live trade, we are not looking to place so many trades at a go. So if we are looking to place, let's say 10-15 trades in a day, no, that's not the purpose of the live trade as well. And we should also must understand that losses are part of the game, and in every losses we need to learn from it. So it's, for the past days we've started, we've just been, you know, winning, and today is our first loss. So yeah, we just have to accept it that way, and then also learn from it. What exactly did we not see, you know? So what are we looking at? So it's past 30 minutes past noon. The New York markets have already opened. We're looking at volume building up. 2 o'clock there's a news, so if we end the stream around that time or end before that time, please be aware that there's a news on dollar. So understand that. So someone said, my mentor, please, what do you think about the correction between gold and pound yen if being observed for some time? Yeah, so let me talk about, after I talk about the correction for the yen, I'm looking at the correction to be an upside, so I'm not looking for a sell. So yeah, so we had a pullback, and I'm still looking for a continuation to the upside to finally get to the highest of where it had been before in the past nine months, you know. So you can go and look at your daily, weekly chart, draw that area, and then let's expect market to go continue. So we are expecting this buy to hold by the close of the day. So we'll come back tomorrow and also look at if that have played on. And the same thing applies to the gold. We are not looking for an uptrend, we are looking for a downtrend. Currently it's sort of like moving. I'm not so much enthused to go for a sell. I'm also not enthused to go for a buy, because I feel like it's going to range for a while, because that is a whole lot of travel. Markets have moved, so sort of like relax. Okay, so relax, and then just take it cool. Let's get into the system where we win 1 or 2 trades, solid trade for the day. If we're losing, we lose one, and then if there's no mean for us to take another trade, we don't take another trade. We just have to stick to discipline, and that should be the game. We've been streaming for the past 3 hours. I think I've talked in between that 3 hours. I've talked like 25 minutes. So get used to the stream where there'll be a bit of talking, a bit of quietness, and then once the questions start flowing and I'm answering, the questions are flowing, I'm answering, I think that will keep me busy. If not, I'd like to keep quiet for a while for you also to stare at your chat and ask questions, you know. So some of the things that I'm doing, don't take everything I say 100%. And you also have to look at it and ask questions, and then, you know, so Lennis, what about this? I saw this here. What about the 5 minutes? And then you know, we'll do it that to, you know, build ourselves up. you build your confidence, you build your trading skill, and then you build your patience. We're learning all that here. So if you are if you are here and if not smash the like button, kindly smash the like button. Yeah, just yeah. So it says, yeah, lessons for today is patience. Yeah, we've put it there. Lesson for today is have patience. Have patience. Yeah, have patience. I think patience is on God. Let's go to go. Yeah, yeah, good. We have patience. Yeah, keep calm. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Keep calm. Patience is key. Yeah, patience. So I hope happy trading for the rest of the day. Don't take unnecessary trades. Don't jump in and out of the markets as if you don't know what you're doing. And if you are still here and you know, just flow with us. You get it? Just flow. Flow just means that just take your time and flow. Then just you can just say that, okay, this whole month coming June, you're just going to follow the stream, and you're going to learn you're going to learn discipline, patience, how to enter the market right, how to flow, you know. So it's not about the number of trades you place. You can have 10 trades, but you're losing all the 10, or you can have 10 trades and then you are losing like 8, you're only winning 2. That's the reason why you're not making money. So let's build patience. Look at it, and then if you have any other setups that you're looking at, you can discuss that here. We all discuss it, and then we'll look at the market as well. It has been a nice time with you today. We've taken a loss today, so hey, we'll take that money back because we made that money. We made that money a day before, and then a day before, you know, Monday we made that money. Last week also we made that. So hey, so we'll put all those statistics together, and then we'll see at the end of the month, we'll see how best we've done on these two currencies. So each month we should be doing better, and then making money on these two currencies. Have a lovely day and enjoy the rest of your day. Peace. I'm out.